I think we need to update this, don't we? Hold on. I apologize profusely. We have the wrong background. There we go. Yo! 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 Yo, yo. What's up, boys? Boom, boom, boom. We got 19 exchange packs. I just did some daily gold upgrades before the stream started. Guess what I got on my first one? Look at this. Good old Courtois. Beautiful. How you guys doing today? Sully, welcome. Mikel, welcome. All right, we got to do the 83 plus times 10s as well. How have those been for you guys? You struggling at all, or are they going pretty well? Also, too, I think my plan for... Some people are asking how I'm going to do player picks and Fantasy FC crafting upgrades. I think I'm going to do a few every, like, maybe 87 to 89 exchange pack we get. Slowly weave them in with the player picks. Because now that we got the 80-plus player pick, which at first look you might say, why did they have an 81-plus player pick? And now they put it down to 80 plus. But the trade-off is 2 less golds we need to put in. So instead of 8 players we need to put in, we not only have to put 6. So that's a W in my opinion. But yeah, I really don't think they're going to be that good. And I don't think the rewards for completing all of them are really that crazy. I think it's one of those things you should still do though. So I'm probably just going to keep slowly doing it over time. We'll do maybe like 5 to 10 a day. And then we finish them up towards the end of the week. Or the end of next week. Alright, we can start with what we have. So let's do this. Let's clear our club of what we got first. And then we'll go from there. Yeah, player picks in general are going to be way better for the grind. Also, too, remember... If you're getting a, like, 88 or, let's use 89 because it's 51 cards, you only need 6 golds, one of them being rare. You can make a ton of player picks out of that. You'll get other boards and walkouts. You can craft the Team of the Week player pick. You'll get more exchanges out of that. It just seems super good. Meanwhile, this is just going to quickly suck your club of everything because it's 11 players needed. Maybe, ooh, you know what? Should we do every other? That might be a good idea. Let's try that. We'll make 1 and 1. That way we can kind of keep seeing how good they are. Congrats on Dino. Yeah, if you guys didn't see, we made the YouTube short today of our Dino poll. How can I craft a lot of player picks without losing coins? SMR, the pin video is going to help you out a lot. We explain how to make unlimited packs with a duplicate exchange. The only difference with if you're wanting to do player picks with that video is instead of just doing League SBCs nonstop, you can do the League SBC method in that also with player picks with your off leagues. That would be where I'd recommend to start. But if you want to take a risk, you can attempt to do player picks to get more 85s to 89s and then put those into more exchanges and make more player picks. It's not a guarantee that you won't run out at some point though. So if you want to skip League SBCs altogether, you can. But if you're low, I wouldn't recommend it. What if you don't get high rated cards in the player picks? Exactly what I just said. I would recommend you do. He's got random hero picks. Yeah, it was compensation from what, like a month ago? Also, too, is anybody doing the... What's the SBC that came out? Was it yesterday? Upgrades. Are you guys doing the 87 plus base triple threat UCL? UWCL Heroes player pick? Or no? 2 squads, 86 and 84. I don't think I want to do that. I think I'd rather put all my 86 pluses into exchanges. Alright, Todibo's next. I hopped on this game. Marquisio Matthias yet have no motivation to play this game. Yeah, dude, I know how you feel, man. Look at this. We've had Dino for 2 days now, and he has 1 game on him. Yeah. That's when you just, like, if you can have fun on the menus, you have fun on menus. Alright, we need to do the 83 plus times 10s as well. So let's check our 82 situation. We have a crap ton of 82s. I'll go ahead and do it. The dupe was Todibo. Because not a single hero makes my team except Geneless triple threat? Yeah. And I wouldn't even want him in my team anyways. Newcastle fraud. Excited for WWE 2K24. That's how bad we have it. I did the 600k pack too, just before the 3 icon pack came out. I think the one without the icons would be better though. You get a crap ton of what, 85 pluses guaranteed with, was it 3 or 4? Guaranteed to be 88 or higher. That with exchanges in and of itself, you are going to be able to do so many player picks and so many Team of the Week player picks that the tradable packs from the Team of the Week player picks, if you're selling everything, you're hitting the occasional promo card, you're getting informs out of it, you're selling the gold commons, the gold rares, the walkouts you get over time, you're going to get a lot of coins back from that. Especially if you put it into your day-to-day grind with everything else. I feel like we're at a really good point, man. All right, let's do this. Let's do player picks now. We are down to 145, so we'll put a halt on this. Let's do some player picks to get some more 81s, 82s, and then we'll do the 83 plus times 10s. Sound good? But icons, though? Yeah, they're base icons, though. You say that until you get what would be like the most depressing 3 icons to get in that. Think of that. Imagine the 3 worst icons in your opinion all showing up in that pack. Steve, what's up, buddy? When will the icon pick next be out? I have no idea. I was hoping it would have refreshed when I was gone yesterday, but nope. I got some time if you want a 1v1. I will not be able to do gameplay tonight, boys. We'll have enough time to do a crap ton of player picks, some of the crafting upgrades, 83 plus times 10s, some exchanges, but then I got my church group tonight, so I'll be at Bible study. So we have probably a little more than an hour. VVD's the GOAT. So I didn't get to watch the game until extra time. When did the kids start playing? Did the kids start playing in extra time? Would it be stupid to do 20 88 rated exchange packs? If they are 88s you already have in your club untradeable, no. If you're doing it for the sake of buying 88s off the market, I think that's extremely stupid. There's no reason to do that. You'll get plenty of walkouts through the normal day-to-day grind. Unless you have coins to rinse and you just want to try it. Because one, you shouldn't rely on the exchange pack itself to get you anything crazy. In general, you should only do it in the lens of like, maybe if you're lucky you hit something, but strictly just as a way to create other packs. Oh yeah, if they're all untradeable, go for it, dude. The only other alternative I would say, because I'm forgetting what your team looks like, if you really want to try to go for like the R9s, the Dinos, that would be your probably best chance in those icon picks. would you want to use some of those 88s potentially for that? Because then it's a question of what are you building towards. Us during Team of the Year, we did all the Icon PPs. We did not do any of the Icon SBCs. So we had a lot of additional fodder we could put back into exchanges. But some other people crafted icons that are no longer in their team. So, really up to you. Basically late game. Okay, because I heard people talking about it, and like it made it sound like Liverpool was literally just playing with kids plus VVD. Then I looked at the lineup. I'm like, okay, maybe not as strong as they'd usually have, but it wasn't like all youth academy. And then I rewatched and looked at the lineup and saw everything, and Chelsea is the biggest bottle job ever. Casiedo and Enzo are so bad. Chelsea spent money on ass players, man. I mean, if let's think about this for a second. Clubs like Chelsea, if they don't get hit with any sort of financial penalty that results in maybe point deductions or limits their transfer window activity, realistically, what do they need to do to actually win games? Because spending themselves out of problems hasn't seemed to help. So, like, what's the next thing? You sell a crap ton of players on for a loss? That's going to be bad financially, and you'd probably get in trouble for that. So do you just keep them and hope they get better? Dead ass when I say this, Jack Clark is closer to 100 mil than Enzo. I would believe that too. Signed Enzo, you should have signed Endo. Yeah, dude's quality, man. Dude is absolutely quality. You have a test for tomorrow, so we can't tell. Good luck, buddy. All right, let's take this fraud thing off. We don't need to see that anymore. I'm just curious to see what Prem team buys. I don't know the proper pronunciation. He played for Coventry. Now he's at. Speaking of Endo, now he's in the Portuguese league. Gyökeres, the Swedish man. I'm curious to see what club buys him. He's going to be good. I mean, he's already good, but I thought for sure Prem teams were going to buy him after his season last year with Coventry. I just logged in. I've got 2 more hero picks for no reason. Bro, I bet they probably messed it up and people are just getting bonus picks now. Over and over. Good fodder, I guess, right? Alright, another 82. Surely, Killer gets a move. He's too good not to start in the Prem. You think it's going to be like one of those Matt Turner incidents where he just won't get any play time realistically and like financially because of the keeper in front of him, Allison? So going to like maybe one of the newly promoted Prem teams next year for a season-long loan when they cover majority of his salary. Yeah. Keepers, I feel like, is a difficult one. I feel like if you're an outfield player, there's a lot of players that want constant play time, and they could get it. With goalkeepers, they definitely can get it by going to a different club. But I feel like a lot of keepers are also fine just kind of sitting as a backup. Because, like, if you really think about it, how often when you get named to the bench for a standard game, whether it's a league game, a cup game, and you're a field player, you anticipate you're going to go in at some point or you could be used. If you're a backup goalkeeper on the bench, very rarely do you think you're probably going to be in use. Ireland's goalkeepers are so good, but we have no depth in other positions. Yeah, I was going to ask, what is your guys' country that you're from? Or I guess the country you support, because you could be from a different country and you moved. And what's like your either best player or best position? I would say for the United States, the midfield, there's a lot of people to choose from. The pool's getting deeper. But like, I wouldn't say... I wouldn't... Would you say the United States has any world-class players? I don't think so. I think Matt Turner with more game time can become more of a dominant goalkeeper. I think Pulisic's good. Great. But I don't think he's world-class. Here we go again. What, me being realistic about the United States? I'm not glazing this time, buddy. The Michael Jordan? No, you did him dirty. He's not the Michael Jordan. He's the LeBron James. Read my last message. Mubba, I just opened my 2 hero picks and just got UCL Company and UCL Future. 900K and 500K. Does UCL Company start routine their VVD? First and foremost, buddy, congratulations. Those sound like awesome pulls. Probably doesn't get in over Van Dyke. However, I bet if you threw him in the exchange SBC, you would get something lovely out of it. In time, you guys might, but only time will tell. 84. All right, we're starting to cook a little bit. Let's say center backs. Me 2 men. 85. All right. All right, let's do the first 83 plus times 10. I don't want to run out of team of the weeks. We've been getting plenty back. We usually get one every other one of these. But we need to save some. All right. Predictions. What are we going to get as the highest rating in this first 83 plus times 10? Last few I did, I got 85s and 84s. They never have anything positive to say either. We're winning the World Cup. Nightbot's still working. Perfect. All right, come on. What do we get in the first one? Sun. Okay, we'll take that. Is it a double walkout? No. Good luck with that, Steven. You're going to ace the economics test. All right, Dzeko goes in. We'll do the next one right away. Realistically, we could probably toss in some 84s. We didn't get a team of the week, though. Ooh. Big rip. Dzeko's in. Dude, the dogs are getting louder and louder. Every day they scream louder and louder. With the one game you played with Dino, how is he? His dribbling and positioning is insane. I, by default, am not a skiller or really do combinations well, so I'm probably never going to use him to his max potential, but he's really fun. I would take him over R9 any day. Just dribble the wings with him. Gets me to enjoy the game a little bit more. All right, second one. Is that Luka? Yes. Double walkout? No. It's crazy this game is so bad. You played only one game after packing him. You have no plans on playing any more for now? What do you mean I have no plans of playing any more for now? Tomorrow we're going to be back to the standard playing against you guys. After we do our daily grinds. Gameplay might be bad, but I have no intention of stopping. Just yesterday, I'm going to start taking Sundays off, so wasn't playing Sunday. And then Monday's always the shorter streams because of my Bible study. So he'll get plenty of games. You just won't see it on the card, too. Because most of them will be friendlies. Did we get a duplicate? Let's do a player pick. No, I mean, if you packed him before, you'd want to play, but you're not, like, dying to use him. I mean, in general, I really enjoyed using him. Would me packing him any sooner in the year get me to play any more gameplay than I was already playing? Realistically, no. Because if we go to, like, the start of the year, I would arguably say I probably had more fun using Thiago Silva before he had any sort of special card than I probably will with Dino, just for the sake of we're now getting to that time. Oh, Moppy, let's go. We're getting to that time of the year where if it's not Dino, there's been enough icon SBCs, icon picks, to where someone has already packed something either crazy or really, really good. We've also had really good icon SBCs out that people could use those cards in. Realistically, none of that's excited me to play more. Oh, brother, Thiago Silva. Bro, do you remember last year with Thiago Silva? Last year with Thiago Silva, we played him up top and literally made it a habit of scoring goals with him, game in, game out, to where it became like a natural thing, which blew my freaking mind. Remember then when we got that striker card? I'll say the same thing for last year. When we got that striker Thiago Silva card towards the end of the year in the season pass, I was really excited with that, but I was probably less excited to play with that card than I was actually playing with normal Thiago Silva up top, or any of his SBCs or Team of the Weeks. Because, two things. Again, further in the year, I'm playing way less gameplay at that point. But also, too, we went so long with trying to use Thiago Silva out of position and have fun with him and try to score goals with him. Actually having a card that is a striker and can score goals just made him feel like a normal striker then. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird for that take or the way I approach it, but that makes sense to me perfectly. How I view it. Whether it's right or wrong. Because I'll say the same thing with exchanges too. Exchanges, I could get Jack Clark. If there's a Evo that takes my Jack Clark from an 88 to a 90 plus, that would be sick to put it on. But I probably played more games with Jack Clark from like an 81 Evo to an 83 than any time after that. Because one, they stopped giving Evos that actually fit things. They started going for the stupid promo card Evos that nobody cared about. The first 9 cards is a huge W there. 3 walkouts and ugh. Does anyone want him? Any interest in streaming that Galactic Survivor game? Yes and no. I always have some interest in streaming other games. I would probably do it on Twitch over YouTube because YouTube's kind of specifically FIFA/EA. Whether it's just Ultimate Team or another game mode, like we'll be playing Pro Club soon as well with you guys. I wouldn't say it's out of the equation. I personally find having a game to play off stream makes it fun in its own way too. Because I'm just chilling, I'm relaxing. I'm not kind of like treating it as a business or having to perform in a certain way. He's 400K? You know what? I will be... Hold on. I need to do two things real quick. We're going to move this to an 8. That card is mid. 1 second. Where's Nightbot? All right, so let's do this. He is a promo card. So we will add him to... Where is it? Oh, whoops. That's the wrong thing. My bad. You know what? Question. I really want to submit him right now. He's a snake. He plays for Inter. But would it be worth just waiting to see if he gets any upgrades and then put him in the 89? It wouldn't hurt to use him later, right? Just press start. But, like, realistically, if we're going to do this anyways... Alright, we'll submit him now. If we EA is going to give us him again anyways, so it doesn't matter. Maybe we'll hold the next one we get. Put it in a cage where you put snakes. Since when E gives him a +10 in stats? Dude, watch him go to like a 99. He starts scoring like a hat tricks each game. He plays every minute. They have to come out with new metrics. Because he did way better than what all the other cards did. Imagine. Alright, so we did all of the 83 plus times 10. So that's done for the day. We'll eventually have to do more Team of the Week player picks. That will come from the exchange packs we open. I think for now, let's focus on gutting the club of gold commons. And honestly, would it make sense to gut the club of gold rares as well, since we get so many? Reinstalling Black Ops 3 today? On what, WSM? What are you playing on? PS5, but it's old gen, of course. Is there any issues with on console playing the game? Or was it just PC that got hacked a while ago? Dude, Black Ops 3 comes very close to my favorite video game of all time. Just with the sheer amount of... just from a standpoint of like how many years I played the game after it came out, because usually most CODs you move on to the next one, was a huge thing. The amount of multiplayer I played and streamed, the amount of zombies I played and streamed, being top 200 in the world for Revelations, being, I think we were ranked at one point in Search and Destroy, really high, when we did Search and Destroy with subscribers. But man, that was the game. So fun. Did we just get another? Bro, I'm sorry. What are these pulls, man? Hold on. Before I do something stupid, let me put these all in exchanges. I'm really hoping for Team of the Week, VVD, from those picks. Dude, I'm telling you right now, value-wise, these player picks are way better than the last group. But in terms of potential pulls, you're going to be able to craft way more because you save 2 players each time versus the last one. So I'm really excited to see how that turns out. In terms of joy, top 3, Black Ops 3, GTA 5, Fortnite, I would say, for me, if I had to name a top 3, maybe to a top 5. Number 1, Pokemon Fire Red. Number 2, Black Ops 3. Number 3 and 4 is either Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 1. I think I put Black Ops 1 ahead of Black Ops 2 just because Black Ops 1 was the first Call of Duty I bought on PlayStation, and I was heavily addicted. I think probably Black Ops 2 was a better game in general than Black Ops 1. However, I, as a kid, loved that game so freaking much. And I think that's fair to say as well. I think there's games when we played in our childhood or when we were younger that probably weren't as good as some games that are out today. But I would argue, and I don't know if this is a hot take at all, we could have a really good game come out nowadays, and I don't think I would have as much fun playing it as like maybe a crap game when I was a kid. There's just something different about that time. Like, I'm going to paint a picture in my head that's going to be very specific. Okay? In the United States, living in Wisconsin, which is in the Midwest, which usually during the winter gets a lot of snow, which results in at least a few snow days a year where you don't have school. Understanding that you'd probably have a snow day tomorrow and not knowing whether or not it was going to happen till the morning, I would stay up late with my buddies trying to be as quiet as possible, playing multiplayer on Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1. And then when you'd wake up really early in the morning, usually it's a hassle to get out of bed, but you were super excited to see if you had a snow day. You waited when you watched the news in the morning where they have the running list at the bottom with all the schools that are closed. You see your school's closed, so instead of going back to bed, the first thing you do is you hop on Call of Duty with the boys. Nothing will beat that feeling. Or when you would not get the game on release because you couldn't afford it. I didn't have a source of income when I was like 11 or 12. So having to wait till Christmas to get a game when it's a month or two after release and then playing it Christmas Eve or Christmas morning, feeling is unmatched, man. I'm 26. I just turned 26. Battlefield Bad Company 2 is crazy. Oh, also too, with YouTube. That was the time on YouTube where you had a lot of gameplay commentary channels. Very different than how channels are nowadays on YouTube. I could sit there and watch a dude play Black Ops multiplayer and just talk about the most random thing for hours a day. Now you're like forced to watch, if you want to watch like someone play a game and commentate, you're going to have like some loser doing like player picks on EAFC and showing you how to make unlimited duplicate exchange packs. Like, dude, do something useful with your life, right? It's the same people that are turning like 30. They're balding. Their chat secretly hates them. I have a person in mind. I don't want to call him out, though. I turned 30 last week. Nice. Have you invested in something, or is this a new account? Thought you had a few million? When was the last time you were here, Charlie? Since then, we've probably opened 25 huge promo packs. Because we'd open a huge promo pack. The fodder we'd get, we'd put into exchanges. It would inevitably end up paying for itself when we'd sell everything tradable. And we did that over and over and over. You're still a baby boy? Dude, it might be unpopular. I can't wait to turn 30, man. I'm excited. That would make sense. Why? Yep. Hello, dude. What's up, buddy? How we doing today? what do we got? Raspadori. Haven't been around for a couple of weeks. I'm trying to think what would have been a couple of weeks ago. That was Team of the Year, right? So yeah, essentially during Team of the Year and a little bit after we were doing that. Oh, he's talking to WSF. That makes a little bit more sense. Would you use 80 plus picks as a foundation? Yes, you can use 80 plus picks into unlimited exchange packs. You don't even need League SBCs. It's not a guarantee that you won't eventually run out of cards if you stop running out of pack pulls, but you should get enough where if you're consistently doing the Team of the Week player picks as well with your like 80 to 82s, the lower end stuff, you should be fine. But if you ever get in trouble, you always have the daily gold upgrades each day, League SBCs that you can do nonstop as well into them, and you'll be fine. It's just if you want to take a little bit more of a risk. All right, Ericsson's next. The age 25 to 30 is so weird. You grow so much, at least. That's how I experience it. But when you're 25, you feel like an adult already compared to 20. I'm just excited in the sense of, like, I feel like 25-ish, like halfway through 20s, now I turn 26, the thing I look forward to most over, like, the next 4 or 5 years, like, entering 30, is, like, whether it's at my current job or, like, a different job, just continuing to love what I do and like enjoy a day-to-day balance in life and like ultimately build off of that. Like invest more for the future. Dude, look how much fodder we're getting, man. Be able to like either stream or just create content or fun things like that. Have community, hang out with friends. Just like the simple things, man. Hopefully start a family at some point. Gotta find a wife first. When are you getting married? You know what? Instead of trying to find the person and then see if we get married, why don't I just put a date on it right now? I will be married in 2027. You all are invited to the wedding. No clue who it's going to be yet, but we'll make a reservation. When you're 25, you feel like an adult already compared to 20? Yeah. It's funny because, like, in the United States, when you turn 18, you're usually still in high school. So, it's like a big event because you're now officially an adult. Then, like, 19 and 20, most people are in college or they're in the workforce. Not really anything worth celebrating. 21, you can now legally drink, even though most people probably drink before that. After 21, everything just kind of feels pointless when it comes to birthdays. Like, I'm not really a big fan of celebrating my birthday. I just really don't care enough, but yeah, I don't know. He has to touch grass first to give. Hey, no. Hey, pause. I'm going to call you guys out on it. Again, you got to pick one. I'm either too busy hanging out with people and having community to stream more like we used to a few years ago when we'd crank out like 3 to 5 hour streams after a 8+ hour workday almost every single day. All right? You guys told me to touch grass then. But then when I started touching grass more and the streams are now more of a 2.5 hour-ish. Some days like today will be an hour and a half. You tell me I don't want to grind anymore. But you still tell me to touch grass. Which one is it? Celebrating the fact you're getting closer and closer to the inevitable. Hey, listen. The older I get, the more my hair makes sense, okay? Like, you couldn't have been 18 with my hairline and not had jokes for the next 10 years. But once I'm past 30, if I have any hair on my head, maybe I have like the R9 trim at that point. It's more usual to see. Come on. What age did your hairline start inverting? When I was in college, probably. Man, I turned 26 this year too, and you look like my father. Hey, it's all genetics, man. My dad has been a bald man for a long, long time. So early? I mean, technically, yeah. I always find it so funny, though. You guys seem to care about my hairline way more than I do. Like, genuine question. When people use it to roast, I know a lot of you just poke fun. But, like, some of you actually think you're hurting my feelings. I hate to break the news. Dude, yeah, the clip where I had the glasses. Yeah, my dad has the, what do you call it? When you have no hair all on top of your head, but you have the, like, around the back. What do you call that? I just went to a info night about a BSc I want to go for. I'm still struggling with my commitment to go to work and do school until I'm 34, but the program seems great. Brother, I'm going to keep it honest with you. When I read that in my head initially, I read that as you just went to an info night about SBCs. And it took me a second. I was like, what is this dude talking about? The doctor felt... No, what is it called, though? Is Konate getting an upgrade? I have no idea, to be honest. Is it league games or is it cup games too? I didn't see what it said. Oh, also too, you will not believe it. This is going to sound like a made-up lie, okay? When I was at church on Sunday, I was on the welcome team, so I was outside holding the door open for people. And you see people wear, like, a bunch of different outfits. Like, some people have coats on. Some people have, like, short-sleeve shirts. Some people are in shorts. Some people are in jeans. Dressed very differently. You have some people that have like a sports team hat on, maybe like a jersey. I will give you 100 guesses. You will not know what I saw someone wear. I'll give you a hint. It was a football club. Can you guess the football club? A United kit? Nope. That would be too predictable. Dude, the info night about SBCs is your stream, dude? True. Any other guesses? We have United. Anyone want to guess what? It wasn't a kit, by the way. The guy wore a jacket. So he had a jacket, which I would argue is more of a commitment than a kit. Because jacket you're probably going to wear more frequently. PSV Chelsea? Sunderland, obviously? No, if he was Sunderland, I would have followed him into church and sat next to him and talked to him the whole time. Funny enough, there is a Sunderland supporter in my church. It's like the only thing him and I talk about because he was introduced to me by this girl. She's like, hey, random question. She said, soccer team do you support? And I corrected her very quickly. I said, it's football club. Don't ever say soccer again. But she's like, what's the team you support again? I said, you probably never heard of them, but Sunderland. And she's like, no, that's what I thought you said. My best friend's boyfriend supports that team too. You should meet him. And I met him. Nicest guy in the world. But every time I see him, the only conversation we have is about Sunderland. All right. You ready? This was the jacket. Bro, my jaw dropped. Are you ready? Am I blind? There they are. Acero Poteno. I was shocked because, you know me, I don't usually use Cerro Poteno. We did a few years ago for the Libertadores League SBC. We would use quite a bit of Poteno. But bro, I had to like triple take. Cause like he was walking in from an angle. So I'm like saying good morning to people. I see like a football club crest. I'm like, oh, wonder who that is. But I couldn't really see a good angle because someone walked in front of him. And then like he's in front of me and I see like the side of it. I'm like, no, that is not what I think it is. Crazy, man. Can I see your team of the year? Yeah. Let me, pull her up. We use her all the time, man. We've used her 4 times more often than Ronaldinho. And Ronaldinho is one of the best cards in the game, so that should say a lot about Mary Earps. He forgot. I didn't forget. I was just making sure the badge aligned. I accidentally skipped over it, and I was confused because I'm like, wait a second. Did they not make the Libertadores this year? Because I don't watch Cerro Poteno. FIFA 2K25 will save us from EA. If that happens, if EA makes, or if 2K makes a FIFA, what would you want them to have, and would you play it? They'll have no market, most likely. Yeah, that's like the only thing I wouldn't like. I would say, though, if the difference of having no market is... Oh. Does anybody want an Iago? We have one too many. Nice. It's a good pull. I think I'm happy with it. Did the 89 exchange and got an 88 from the pack and did 80 PPs and got another 88. Dude, like, I kind of want to see. This is out for a week, right? The player picks. Should we this weekend on Saturday literally do a stream where I do nothing but player picks into duplicate exchanges and into the 83 plus team of the week player pick? I'm not allowed to do league SBCs at all. And see how long it takes for us to completely run out. You've packed them 7 times already? I could always give up at a certain hour mark, but I feel like that'd be kind of fun. Would you guys be down for that? We've done streams in the past where we would try to like pack a bronze team of the week or bronze promo card that way. Where we'd sit there and spam BPM and count how many packs it took. I'm curious to see how that would go if we did it that way. All right, hold on 1 second. It's domestic league games, so the cup will not matter. The Carabao Cup does not matter for that. And all of a sudden, it doesn't matter to Chelsea supporters because Chelsea supporters were going crazy talking about how they're about to win a trophy. And then the second they lose, trophy wasn't important. You'll have to rely on objective grinds and player reviews, so it won't be the best. Yeah, no, I didn't say I was going to, like, switch over and be that, like, full-time for my content. It would just be interesting to see what they do differently. For example, if there's a My Park-esque thing, I would 100% probably build that over, like, a Volta. I think that'd be fun. However, if they did have, like, their own ultimate team, and they did, like, the NBA-esque version of East-West teams, each time you beat them a certain amount of times in the missions or whatever, you unlock that special player. If they did that with not just the top leagues, but did that for, like, the championship, they did that for, like, the Portuguese League, Liga Portugal, or did they rename the league? Or is it Liga Portugal? It is Liga Portugal. Used to be Liga NOS. If they did that, I would be down to do it. Really want to save my fodder for an icon pick, though, but it's so tempting to go through all my fodder into dupes. I mean, it truly is never ending, especially if you already have resources available. What I will say, though, is, again, to a certain extent, you're relying on pack luck to keep it going infinitely. The only issue is time is extremely limited. So most people will not play long enough if you already have enough in your club to see an inevitable end. Don't you need Champions League for that, though? For the quadruple? What would be the quadruple he'd win? The league? Are they still in the one the Carabao Cup? League would be 2. They're still in the FA Cup, right? And then the UEFA Cup. Has there ever been... Wait, this is a question. This might sound stupid because I don't know. It'd probably be extremely hard to do this, but I could see it happening. Has there ever been a team in any of the European competitions like Champions League, Europa, whatever the other ones are called? Has there ever been a team that qualified the previous season, played in it, won it, but also got relegated? Or qualified for it next time, but also got relegated? I don't know how to ask it exactly. Bro, would that not be depressing? I get you. Yeah, I don't know how to ask it without sounding stupid or... That'd be extremely hard to do Win CL and get relegated. Well, like, think of if you're maybe outside of the Prem. Let's say you're a Bundesliga team that had a lot of like good loans for a season, right? And you qualified for Conference League or like let's say Europa, where you don't have to be the greatest team in the world, but you're still like above mid-table. And then you end up just falling off a cliff in your league that season, but you still qualified for the competition. You might be doing decent in it. And then you fall enough where you actually are facing relegation, but you're also qualified for the next season. Leicester got to the semifinals and got relegated. What year did Leicester win the league again? It felt like yesterday, but it was 2016, right? (2015, 2016). Didn't they win the Carabao Cup? Like a few years ago? Or is that the one they got to the semifinal for? So Liverpool won this one. 2023 season. United beat Newcastle. I remember watching that game. 22 is Liverpool and Chelsea. City won in 2021 against Tottenham. Maybe it was a different competition. Maybe it wasn't the Carabao. It was the FA Cup. FA Cup winners by year. Yeah, Leicester beat Chelsea in 2020 to 2021. Where did they finish in the league that year? I'm curious. Let's look. Prem 2021 season table. They finished 5th. They finished 5th. They still qualified for Europa. 21, 22. Where did they finish there? They finished 8th then. Leicester finished 8th. So they missed out on cup competition in Europe in 2021, 2022. And then in 2022-23 was when they got relegated. Dang, dude, that was interesting. They had the biggest drop ever. I didn't consistently watch the Prem at that time. What happened? Like, what was the cause of the huge falling off? Because, like, realistically, they shot way above their heads when they won the Prem. But if you look at the quality of team they had and all their players essentially getting bought, it made sense. But was there something outside of that? Or is it just that they lost like all their good players or a majority of them? Dude. Farty going to the party? Yeah, dude, what happened with Ajax, man? But we were 2-1 up with 10 minutes to go and we bottled the game and we didn't get Champions League that season? Dang. I have so much Ajax supporters at work. Dude, I wish I lived in a country where people supported football clubs or are actually serious about it. There's an interesting... it would make sense if this was another country. Like, let's say you lived in the Netherlands and you watch the Eredivisie as your main league, right? You live locally, you can go to Eredivisie games, support your club. That makes sense to me, but you still might watch the Prem. It's so interesting when you have, in the United States, people who have an MLS team they support. Like, let's say they live a half an hour away. They can at least go to a few games a season. But they don't watch any other leagues outside of the MLS. Like, if you watch the Eredivisie, if you watch Bundesliga, if you watch Serie A, I feel like there's a lot of crossover for people also watching the Prem. But it's so weird to me to think there's supporters that only watch the MLS in the United States and they don't watch any other league. This is my year. I walk in with a big smile every Monday. All right, we'll do another pack here of exchange. The pack weight on the 80 plus has already netted me 5+ walkout, or probably 6 or 7 walkouts now, in the last half an hour. And we keep getting duplicate ass bosses. We got 2 in the last, like, 3 player picks, I think. So I can't complain, man. Live in England, but my family is from Amsterdam. A lot of Ajax fans in my fam. Yeah. I prefer PSV to always banter with them. PSV's cooking this year, man. WSM, you know why PSV's cooking this year? You'll never guess it. Thanks, gonna grind them now? Dude, it's super fun. For PSV, because I grew up in Eindhoven, there's no way you do anything else, but for the quality of football, you need to watch the Prem. Sunderland loan? No, nothing to do with Sunderland players. Many Americans play on PSV. Yep. Pepe. Pepe, Tillman. The Eredivisie has a lot of people too. They got a pair of brothers who play there. All right, Christensen. You got Dest. Lots of players in the Eredivisie. Taylor Booth, I don't know what his brother's name is. Is he actually good, though? Pepe? Is Pepe good? I would say so. Pepe probably has a higher... Is it a hot take to say Pepe has a higher ceiling as a striker than... No, I'm not going to say it. Think the director's American? Yeah. Okay, I don't think it's a hot take. I think Pepe has a higher ceiling than Balogun has. And Balogun gets a crap ton of praise for being an Englishman who changed nationalities for what he would represent at an international level. I think that in of itself brought a lot of hype, but hasn't lived up to the standard yet. Yeah, Tillman's a baller, dude. It'll be fun to see him grow. He really did. And I think part of that was how much he was hyped up to begin with. But also, too, like, realistically, I'm sure other national teams struggle with this as well. But, like, the United States, we just have a horrible coach that just cannot seem to play to the level you think you would be able to with the... When I say talent that the United States has, I'm not saying, like, oh, top 10 in the world, top 5 in the world. I'm saying, like, with the level of talent they have, realistically, they should be doing better in a lot of matches. It just seems like they're not living up to it either. But this summer will be good, man. I'm excited. Bro, we said this earlier this week. But, man, usually summers suck because you can't watch your club team unless they go on a preseason tour, like a few months after the season ends. Dude, we got the Euros, we got Copa America, we got the Olympics. It's a good time to be not only a football fan, but a sports fan this summer. Cobalt? Yeah, the U.S. women's team destroyed Argentina the other day. Absolutely decimated them. They play Mexico next. They play them tonight, actually. It starts in 4 hours, so I'll be watching that game. They'll most likely win their group. I don't know who they play outside of group. But yeah, they're fun to watch. It's also fun, too. I don't know if you guys feel this way. I'm not a huge fan of watching women's football, but after using cards in Ultimate Team and being able to, like, understand who the players are, I feel like that allows you to enjoy it even more. Like, if you watch the French national team play or the Spanish national team play, you see a lot of the people that are like team of the years or have really good promo cards. Watching sports in the summer is so awesome. It really is, man. And again, I don't mind. It sucks not being able to watch your club team for those few months, but it sucks even more when there's nothing to like directly replace it. Now that we have all these major tournaments, it will at least be something, which I'm excited for. Yeah, depending on what do we know what the groups are right now? I'm assuming, yeah. Euros 2024 groups. Okay, let's see. Group A, Germany. Here, let me pull this up. This will be a fun group. I would like Scotland to get out. I think that's a difficult one. I think Germany, I think for sure gets out of the group. It'd be nice to see Scotland get second, but realistically, I think they could fight for a third. Is this the group of death? Group B, Spain, Croatia, Italy, and then Albania. Group C, Slovenia, Denmark, Serbia, England. That's a winnable group for England. I don't know who plays who first, though, but I could see a scenario where England plays Slovenia or Serbia first. They either lose or draw to a late goal, and Denmark getting 3 points in a result. So England's in the bottom half. And then maybe struggle to get a result against Denmark if they have a slow start. Like, you could see a million things happen, but I think England could get out of that group. Group D, Netherlands, Austria, France. Are these the highest ranked teams and that's why they're in a group like this? Or is there play-in games still for the other slots? Usually they'd add a play-in. Or do these groups, no matter what, move on? Oh, Portugal has to get out, man. Give Ronaldo one last shot. Belgium, Romania. Yeah, that'll be fun, man. Let me pull up one more other thing. Okay. Copa America. Here we go. So here's the Copa America groups. Got Argentina, Peru, Chile. Group B, Mexico, Ecuador, Venezuela, Jamaica. This will be a really interesting group. Do not sleep on Ecuador. Jamaica will be really good too. Dude, they might have Mason Greenwood by the tournament. It sounds like Mason Greenwood might be switching international, what do you call it, international allegiance? You're both nationalities technically, but Group C, USA, Uruguay, Panama, Bolivia. Again, this is a group US should be able to get out of. But I wouldn't hold it past them to lose points to Panama. Group D, Brazil, Colombia, Paraguay. Ooh. Wonder how Colombia's been. He looks good. Bacon, what's up, buddy? All right, we got about 20 minutes left, dudes, until I got to head out. So we'll do Villalba next. Christensen. Baroni. You think Poland can get out of the playoffs or Euros? I don't know, man. I haven't watched Poland in a while. I used to watch quite a bit during the Blachikowski days. I had two best friends that were Polish twins, so they always had me watching games with them. But I haven't seen what they look like recently. I'm sure they have at least a few ballers, but I'm not familiar with their game. All right, we need to do some exchange packs now because we are drying up with gold commons. Or we completely dried up, technically. All right, then we needed Christensen. Is he an 82 or is he 83? 83. There we go. I'm doing good, man. How are you doing, JT? I know you probably asked a million times, what's the grind? It's the pinned video in chat, which is talking about the unlimited duplicate exchange. If you've never seen me or watched my video on duplicate exchange in the past, it gives you a good baseline of like how to do the grind, never run out of packs or cards. With player picks in that, though, you kind of have two routes you can go. You can still do the league SBCs while you're doing the duplicate exchange, 83 plus team of the week player picks, and essentially never run out of cards or packs, and take your off leagues and put them into things like player picks or the fantasy FC upgrade. I would say, though, if you just want to do player picks and just do the team of the week player pick and exchanges, you can. We've had a lot of success getting boards and walkouts from this to keep the grind going nonstop, and we're nowhere near running out. I had a pretty empty club the other day and still was able to make 22 exchange packs, with a lot of them still being some of the bigger ones. But you'll eventually probably hit a point where you get to zero if you're not doing other things. You died in group stage. There you have no ballers. Best baller is Liwa. He has broken sense of scoring. Even though he recently scored a bit more. Neymar? Oh. Bro, I would have been so shocked. I feel like Neymar gold is unpackable in this game. Like, I feel like I'd have a better chance at getting Mbappe before I got a gold Neymar. Yeah, I feel like Colombia is another one of those teams. Let's look at the FIFA men's rankings. Where's Colombia currently set? Argentina's number 1. France number 2. England's 3. U.S. is 13th. Uruguay's 11th. Colombia's 14th. Let me go to FootMob real quick. Colombia. I feel like their team is getting a lot older. Wonder if Spria will get playtime. He's been cooking a bit at Watford. Boom, 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 boom. Team of the week, baby. Let's go, Jonathan. Hey, he's only an 86? That's crazy, bro. Should be like an 88. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. And the menus suck. Another 85. Beautiful. All right, we're starting to get some low-end dupes. Let's do it. Right now, I started a new career mode. The next Eden Hazard. With Leon Lelar. Is that how you say it? I don't know. Do you guys enjoy FIFA/EA career mode over the years? I feel like it's fun for the first few seasons, especially if you have like a goal in mind. But after that, it's probably either way too unrealistic or you just have to do the stupidest things to keep your job, and it pisses me off. Like, I did like my 10th Sunderland career mode this season, where I did like 10 different ones. And my 10th one I went through, I tried to update it so I could use the new signings during the January transfer window. But also at the same time, I wanted to like set challenges for myself that would be like realistic. Like, okay, probably losing out on Jack Clark, Dan Ballard. I need a new center back. I need a new left wing that can really realistically replace them, potentially be better, and cost less money than what we sold them for. And I ended up losing my job. After the first season, we almost, we wanted mid-table. We got that. Then the next season objective was to fight for playoffs. I did that. I was not only fighting for playoffs, I was almost automatically promoted. But partway through the season, like getting towards the transfer window, they fired me because I didn't sign I think there's a player from America or something stupid like that. And then also I needed to like keep a clean sheet at like so many home games or something. And I wasn't doing that, but we were playing well. And then they kicked me. And like the past 2 times I got kicked, I was able to get back that same season by joining in another championship club and then waiting for Sunderland to fall off a little bit, and then they would hire me back. It was just fine. But this time it got worse and worse. I ended up taking a job. The only one available to me in England still in the championship was like a team. It was Plymouth. And it was keep Plymouth up was the objective. That was the only thing I had. It was after the transfer window at this point. I didn't really want to make any changes. I'm like, all right, I'm just going to sim. And we still were winning and we were staying up. But then it auto-simmed us getting relegated. And they're like, hey, you can keep the job. Fight for automatic promotion. And I ended up losing that job because I was like 5th or something. And Sunderland didn't want me back now that I'm in League One. So then I had to keep like falling down the football pyramid. And then I took over a team in the championship or in the EFL League One that was like fighting relegation. I'm like, okay, I can't do this. Celtic and all these other clubs outside of England were offering me opportunities. I would interview for them, and then they'd say like, due to your current situation, we decided to go with a different option. And so I just quit. I called the reps. It fell off completely, man. I was so distraught. Because like I was actually happy with the progress that the Sunderland players were making. It's like, that's the whole point. I just wanted to see it through. I wish, you know what they should add next year for the new game? They should add it where there's an option. You know how that you can be loose with negotiations? You can do a cash influx. They should allow you to turn off the option of losing your job. If you want to stay with the club, you should be able to do that. Or they have different difficulties. Or they have like a list of everything that you can check. Like, do you want gameplay related objectives? Do you want table related objectives? Do you want like signing related objectives? Yeah, if you can play on PC, there's definitely mods out there that make the experience even better, but I don't really want to play on PC. I'd rather just have a better product on console. I wish they had a counter for how many packs or picks you've opened, like daily. That'd be cool to be like, congrats, you just opened your 1,000th player pick. Bum, 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 bum. M. What does M mean? What is the point of this? What's the point of what, buddy? I've done this for, if you count the last player picks that are out last week when exchanges were out, and the time we've had so far this one, I've been doing non-stop player picks, both this and the 83 plus team of the week, into exchanges, and I've come nowhere near running out. We've packed a crap ton of promo cards from this. I've probably packed 10 plus 89s, 15 plus 88s, lots of 85s, 86s, and 87s. Do you recommend it? I mean, I wouldn't be recommending it if I didn't think it was good, or I wouldn't want you guys to do it yourself. So that's an absolutely. If you don't know how we do the unlimited duplicate exchange, the pinned video is in chat. It's the pinned message. If you want to give that a watch to kind of see step by step how you can get it started, and then how you can put it into things like player picks. I've abandoned that completely at this point. That works too good. Now I'm just doing straight player picks into the week picks into exchanges, and it is really fun. Bum, 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 bum. Olga. Alright, we should look to see what the duplicates actually are. Alright, we are due for another walkout soon. Got a few team of the weeks. Promo cards. Minge is the next one we need. 80. Don't need that. Alright, Minge we're putting in next. Sick. Okay, so I think they updated YouTube Shorts, boys, on YouTube. So the way it used to be is if you had a YouTube short uploaded, most of the time it would get very few views in the first like 3 to 4 hours. And then like the 5th and 6th hour, YouTube starts recommending it to a crap ton of people that don't subscribe to your channel. And you see a ton of views start coming in. But I noticed when I used to do YouTube Shorts, probably like 6 months ago-ish, anytime I would start streaming, it would just go to 0 views from the YouTube Short. Like, YouTube would stop recommending it. But they must have updated it now, because it's still getting recommended quite a bit. Which, that's nice. So there's no time restraint now. Yesterday you packed Di Natale? Sick. There we go, another walkout. We'll take a Trent. New striker in front of Luis Diaz. Did the Udagi SBC? Has he been good for you, or have you not played with him yet? Want to give it out full Evo, Brian? Did they come out with a new Evo in the past couple of days that is actually like able to upgrade past Evos, or like any of them decent? Or has it mainly been the Future Star stuff? Blake, what's up, buddy? It's still the Future Star stuff? That's disappointing. That's something I feel like they needed to do a much better job for next year. The thing I hate the most is how common the people who... It's not a glitch, but like they chain their Evo to be way better than EA predicted it to be. So they know a bunch of people have those kind of builds. So their solution to that was just to try to shut it down, rather than make Evos that people can continue progressing their cards. That was very frustrating. Who's my favorite player of all time? Thiago Silva. Without a doubt. Oh, Thiago Silva. Alex Morgan? Williams. Think so? 80 is better than the 81? Yep. Less cards too, which is a huge W in my opinion. Why? I looked up to him growing up. I modeled my game as a center back off of how he played. So, he was a pretty big influence. Watched him initially at AC Milan when I watched Milan growing up. Then followed him to when he played at PSG. And then, sadly, Chelsea. Bubba was an avid Phil Jones lover. Got that right. Galton can go in. Question I have. Should we do... I'm going to do this. I'm going to keep my 84s instead of for the Team of the Week player pick. I'm going to keep my 84s. I'll put my 85s into exchanges instead of the Team of the Week player pick. The high-rated team, the 83 one. So that way we're using our fodder that can't be used in exchanges. We're already using our higher ones in exchanges. We're going to see if we can keep this going without the Team of the Week player pick. We're going to see if we come even closer to running out. Much longer will you stream? 0 minutes longer. Alright guys, it's been a good stream. We'll be back 4 hours after new content. Are you doing the crafting upgrade? I enjoy player picks more, and it's way better value for the player picks, but for the sake of doing them, I'll try to get it done by the end of the 2 weeks. All right, we'll see you guys later. Take it easy. God bless. Peace.